I was browsing an obscure subreddit late at night when I stumbled upon a thread that sent shivers down my spine. The title simply read, "Have you ever heard of the Silent Room?" Intrigued, I clicked on it, expecting just another internet urban legend. Little did I know, this would be a night I'd never forget. The OP began recounting a peculiar experience they had in an old, abandoned asylum on the outskirts of town. The Silent Room, as it was ominously called, was said to be a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into an unsettling harmony. According to the storyteller, the asylum had a dark history of experiments gone awry and mysterious disappearances. The tale unfolded as the OP described their journey into the dilapidated building. They spoke of creaking floorboards and shadows that seemed to dance in the corners of their vision. As they delved deeper into the asylum, the air grew colder and an inexplicable sense of dread hung thick. The Silent Room itself was a small, windowless chamber hidden away in the labyrinthine corridors. The OP claimed that the moment they stepped inside, an overwhelming silence descended, stifling any ambient noise. It was as if the room had swallowed all sound, creating an eerie vacuum that played tricks on the mind. As the storyteller ventured further into the Silent Room, they began to notice faint whispers that seemed to echo from the walls. Whispers that told tales of despair, suffering, and the tormented souls that once inhabited the asylum. The OP's words painted a vivid picture of their growing unease, the sensation that unseen eyes were watching their every move. Just when the tension reached its peak, the OP revealed the most chilling part of their ordeal. In the center of the room, they discovered a weathered journal containing entries written by former patients. The entries detailed their descent into madness, their anguished pleas for release, and the horrifying experiments conducted on them in the name of science. The tales spoke of twisted medical procedures, mysterious figures in white coats, and the gradual loss of sanity. As the storyteller flipped through the pages, they stumbled upon an entry that seemed to be written in a manic frenzy. The author claimed to have glimpsed beyond the veil into a realm where the living and the dead coexisted. The lines between reality and nightmare blurred, and the Silent Room became a portal to a dimension of suffering. The OP's narrative took a disturbing turn as they described feeling an otherworldly presence in the room, an entity that fed off the fear and despair of those who dared to enter. They spoke of shadows that materialized into grotesque figures, whispering malevolent secrets that worm their way into the deepest recesses of the mind. As the storyteller continued their account, the once-dead asylum seemed to come alive with spectral echoes and eerie manifestations. The Silent Room had become a nexus of paranormal activity, a place where the living were taunted by the tortured souls of the past. The climax of the story arrived when the OP claimed to have heard their own name being whispered in the chilling silence of the room. The spectral voices seemed to know them intimately, revealing personal details and dredging up long-buried secrets. The sense of dread escalated, and the storyteller fled the Silent Room, leaving behind the haunting whispers that lingered in their mind. The thread ended abruptly, leaving readers to wonder about the authenticity of the tale. But as I closed the browser, a strange hollowness settled in my chest. The story of the Silent Room had woven itself into my consciousness, leaving me questioning the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. And in the quiet of the night, I couldn't shake the feeling that the whispers from that forsaken asylum were still echoing in the shadows, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to stumble upon their chilling secrets.